Alright, what's up guys? So, day 3 of the Ultimate SMMA Sprint, and so a couple things I want to cover today, which is no-shows. We had 4 booked calls, absolutely 0 shows. Show rate is absolutely fucking cooked. And so, I think in this situation, what we need to do is be more personalized and hold contractors a little bit more accountable on showing up multiple times throughout the process. And also on the B2B setting calls, I think we need to be sending them more tailored assets, more pre-call assets to nurture them, to qualify them, and to make sure that honestly that they're just ready to show up. They already know about our company. They've seen all the testimonials, all the social proof. And so, for example, if a prospect on a B2B setting call goes, yeah, I've tried marketing and it hasn't worked in my favor in the past, that should be an immediate red flag to your closer, and an alarm should go off and say, oh wow, I need to send them assets on this video on why Marco explains why we're different, why we're better, why what we do actually works, why we're not like different marketing companies, why most of our clients have also been burnt before and ended up going with our program and have had success with our program. So that's show rate. And yesterday I also had or 2 days ago I had a call, and the prospect was just the worst type of prospect in the world. If you guys saw my Instagram short, the guy just was super type A. I knew from the get-go it wouldn't work out. So he hops on the call, and he doesn't want to turn his camera on, and he said, oh, I'm multitasking right now. I'm like, okay, what do you mean you're multitasking? And he's like, oh, I'm just, looking at emails while you're talking. And I didn't hold them accountable there, but you have to hold people accountable on that call. I knew the call was initially cooked to begin with, so I was like, all right, let me just have fun with this one. So after like 3 minutes of going back and forth, he's like, can we just, skip all the BS and you just tell me what you do? And so I knew the call was cooked. We're not going to work with this guy. And so, I was just like, let me just try something different. And so when he said that, I was like, yeah, not a problem, man. The program is done through Meta, entirely done for you. 45 qualified appointments in 90 days. The investment is $6K right now, $75 a day in ad spends. You ready to get going? And the guy goes, yeah, can you send that in an email to me? No. And if you guys watch the short, you'll see it, but send that in an email to you? Man, some people are just so cooked. The way they do business, it honestly gives me hope. Because if they can do it, so can anyone else. So that type of human being, like he's just not a good person. Like what type of fucking? This isn't like we're negotiating like a multi-billion-dollar. It's like $6K. It's like a couple $1,000s, so 4-figure investments. So that type of personality would not be a good client. So you have to be able to say no. You have to be able to walk away from clients, even if you need the money. Now, it actually might be a little bit more difficult for you guys that are sub 10K a month, because you have to say yes to everything. You have to understand the different types of archetypes that you need to be working with, different types of personality types, who makes a good client, who doesn't make good clients. And those are important lessons you need to learn, and the only way you're going to learn those is by the hard way. So unfortunately, you have to kind of get those people out of the way as quick as possible, and then you want to get to a place where you don't need them, because you only work with good clients. Clients that have a boatload of money, clients that understand and respect your work. So you want to get to that point as quick as possible by going through shitty clients. You want to get as good as media buying by signing as many clients and increasing your spend and testing multiple things. You want to get as good as possible as by taking at sales calls, by taking hundreds of sales calls as quick as possible. You want to condense the time horizon, and you want to condense the learning period for any new skill. If I want to get really good at DJing, for example, I am going to take 2 weeks and spend 3 hours a day, 5 hours a day on DJing. At the end of those 2 weeks, I will have learned the skill. And as Hermosi said, any skill is learnable within just 20 working hours of focus and pure intention. Roughly just 20 hours, any skill can be learned, for the most part. But here's the kicker. Hermosi also said, but that 20 hours is what takes people a lifetime. And so if you aren't quick to take action, you are fucking cooked. So day 3, 4 booked calls, 0 closes. had that call 2 days ago. Be okay with saying no and walking away. And in order to get good at anything, you just need to put in the work. There are no shortcuts to success. That is the truth. If you catch yourself with procrastination, it's because you do not have a big enough why, a big enough purpose. If somebody put a gun to your head, or somebody that you love's head, and said, I need you to learn this skill, you're going to do everything in your power to learn that skill. If they said, I need you to make $10,000 in the next 7 days, you will do anything in your power to make $10,000 in the next 7 days. And so you have to condense the time horizon, instill urgency, be patient long term, but impatient today. And so that is day 3. And I hope this was a quick tactic drop. I'll see you.